Are smart weighted hula hoops good for your back? Can they cause back pain? Are they good for exercise? I'm Hoopsmiles and I'll be looking at those questions in this video. But first, let me tell you my backstory. Many months ago, I was diagnosed with a herniated disc in my lower back, and I had some severe nerve pain going down my leg, so sciatic nerve pain, and it was awful. There were times that it was so debilitating. Eventually, I ended up getting surgery to fix the herniated disc. Thankfully, a lot of that pain that was in my back and my leg has dissipated. For months, I've been out of physical therapy, but I'm just still not fully where I want to be. I still encounter pain. I also have a lack of flexibility, and that's where a smart hula hoop comes in. One of the exercises I've been doing lately is using a smart hula hoop to help strengthen my back and my core muscles. After warming up first, currently I use a smart hoop for about 3 to 6 minutes in each direction. I also don't use my smart hula hoop every day. I take days off here and there. So far, it does seem like my back is getting stronger, and using a smart hoop seems to be a nice exercise that gets my heart rate up too. Currently, I am working up to doing a 30-day challenge where I use a smart hula hoop for 30 consecutive days, and I want to do at least 10 minutes a day. But here's the thing, some weeks ago, when I got back into using a smart hoop more frequently, I do recall experiencing some pain and discomfort in my back. During that time, I was super cautious and I used a smart hoop for very short periods of time. As my back got better and I got stronger, I was able to add more time to my smart hula hoop workouts. Now, I will put out there, if you plan to get a smart hula hoop to help with your back, what I am currently doing with a smart hula hoop may not work for you. Even before I got back into hooping, I had to do numerous exercises and stretches, along with giving my body enough time to heal to a point where it would be safe to hula hoop again after my back surgery. Even now, I still do a bunch of other exercises and stretches paired with doing other helpful things for my back, including working on eating more healthy. So I just want to be clear, not everything that I do to help with my back rests solely on using a smart hoop. Now back to the question that I first asked in the beginning of this video. Are smart weighted hula hoops good for your back? My answer to that question is yes, I believe they are, but not for all people. For me personally, where I'm at in my back recovery, I have found using a smart hula hoop to be helpful and also a great exercise. But if I didn't give my back enough time to get better after my surgery and also do stretches and exercises to help strengthen my back, then if I just went out and used a smart hula hoop right after surgery, then that probably wouldn't have led to the best outcome. That's why it's really important to seek medical advice first before using a smart hula hoop. Something to think about, hula hooping can require repetitive movements, which may not be good for some people, especially for some people with back problems. But I will say, if I thought using a smart hula hoop was harmful, then I just wouldn't be using one. What I have found to be more harmful to my back is doing nothing and being inactive. Thankfully, using a smart hula hoop is one of the few workouts that I can do right now that gets my heart rate up. Recently, I conducted a poll in the smart weighted hula hoop group that I created on Facebook. I asked people in that group, has anyone experienced problems with their back using a smart hula hoop? If so, what kind of problems have you experienced? As of reporting this info, 55 people have participated in the poll so far. And let me tell you, the results are fascinating. The key takeaway from these results, the majority of people who used a smart hula hoop didn't experience back pain. Of the minority who did, most of them experienced minor back pain and soreness that went away quickly. There was one person who reported having moderate back pain that took days to subside. 2 people experienced sciatica flare-ups, with one person experiencing a minor flare-up lasting less than a day, and the other person experiencing a moderate flare-up lasting more than 1 day. No participants in the poll reported experiencing severe back pain or injury while using a smart hula hoop. Even a person in the comments section of the poll said, I have severe back issues and this is one of the few exercises I can do. Now, if you're interested in seeing the latest results to that Facebook poll, I did put a link to the poll in the description of this video, along with my affiliate links to where you can buy smart hula hoops that I recommend. And if you haven't done so already, I do recommend joining the smart hula hoop group on Facebook. There's a bunch of supportive and encouraging people there. Now back to the results of the poll. It is a small sample size. There can be so many variables that can cause back pain. Another thing too is the people who did experience back pain in this poll Were they using their smart hula hoops correctly? Also, did they overexert themselves? Did they smart hula hoop for too long? It is possible to do that, to overuse your smart hula hoop. And if you're gonna do that, then I feel like you're going to increase your risk for back pain and injury. Something else to consider, did these people use padding underneath their smart hoop? That is something I do recommend, is to wear like a padded belt or some sort of padded brace, or just something that kind of gives you a little level of cushion between the smart hoop and your body. I do feel like that can make it a lot more comfortable and give you better protection from getting bruises. Another question, was the smart hula hoop spun in both directions evenly? I do feel like that is important to do as well. Just spinning in both directions, I feel like can kind of just switch up the movement a little bit, which I feel like is better for the body than just doing one direction for the entire time. Another question I have to the people who did experience back pain, did you flex your abs? Did you use your core muscles while using a smart hula hoop? I do feel like that's really important to do, because if you're not flexing your abs, you're not tucking in your tummy, then what are you doing? What are you doing? What muscles are you actually working out? I would be more concerned that then you would start relying on your back more. Also, another question to the people who experience back problems, did you have good posture while using your smart hoop? Did you keep a neutral spine versus rocking your shoulders diagonal and downward? But here's the thing, even if some people use a smart hula hoop correctly, it may be normal for some to experience a little bit of pain and soreness after doing exercise. Also, not everyone is ready to use a smart hoop. Some people may need to do some strength training and stretching, for a long period of time before they even touch a smart hula hoop and give it a spin. Even to the people who get themselves to a fitness level where they can start hooping, you gotta ease into it. Some of these hula hoop challenges out there may be really tempting to do, using a hula hoop every day for 30 days or something like that, but I don't recommend that you just jump in to doing it every day at first. This is where I feel like you're gonna have to listen to your body and see what is best for you, and really just take your time. It's okay to just do a little bit of smart hula hooping at first. Maybe you kind of build up your skills and your endurance, and then you're just able to add a little bit more each time. And as your fitness level improves, then maybe one day in the future, you could do one of those hula hoop challenges. The big thing here is, if you're gonna use a smart hoop, it's a smart idea to talk to a doctor first and get their okay. And I would also just ask them, how long do they recommend you use it for, and how often? If you don't know how to use a smart hula hoop and you wanna learn, then I recommend watching this video right here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, enjoy.